Today, we've got a 15-minute sweat session that's going to get the heart rate up. It's going to burn a ton of calories. It's got some really cool dumbbell flows, and it's knee friendly. Let's go. Hi, I'm Clinton, and welcome to another Empower Fit workout where it's all about helping you be the best version you can be so that you can live the life that you want to lead. Now today, we have a 15-minute sweat session. The way these sweat sessions roll is that they're designed to get the heart rate up, burn a ton of calories, but it's about moving the whole time. Now what we've got in store today, we're going to have 30-second blocks where we're going to be targeting the booty. So we're going to be working on the butt, and then we're going to have 45-second blocks where we've got some really cool dumbbell flows that are going to help keep the heart rate up. And they're really good toning exercises as well. So the primary thing that we're going to be working on the 30-second blocks, we've got two movements. The first one is a dumbbell swing. Now we're going to get you doing this as a single arm, where it's just a Russian swing where you're going to head height. You're keeping your back nice and straight. You're driving through with the hips. If you are struggling with the weight, you can use the two hands and do Russian swings that way. So we're going to be doing that as well as some single leg Romanian deadlifts. So Romanian deadlifts, you've got a fixed angle in the leg here. Keep yourself nice and square, controlling down and back up. So keep the hips loading up by sticking the bum back, keep your back straight. So we're going to be doing those during the 30-second block, and during the actual 45-second block, our dumbbell flow is going to be, we're going to start with a dumbbell snatch where we go from the floor straight back, drive up, and then once you've done that, then you lower down to the shoulder, upon which then we're going to get you to do a single arm thruster. So piece together, snatch, control down, thruster. And we'll be doing that for 45 seconds. So there are our movements. We're going to be working our way through both sides. We're going to go for 3 rounds, but I guess with that in mind, let's get into it and get the heart rate up. All right, so we're going to kick off with our swings. So like I say, we're going to work on one side first, and we're going to transition across to the other side. So depending on where your dominant side, I generally recommend starting on your non-dominant side. Starting our swings in 3, 2, 1, and Russian swing. So we just got 30 seconds of these. Use your hips, keep your back straight. The main theme here is protecting that back. Now this is going to get the heart rate up. It's going to get you huffing and puffing. That's by design. But keep your shoulders square. Keep pulling your shoulders back. Don't twist on this one. Hit nice and straight. So there's even some good core elements in this. All right, now we go straight, same arm, dumbbell snatch, back to the shoulder, and thruster. So we've got 45 seconds. So it's a snatch, then a thruster. With the snatch, again, keep the back straight, use your legs. So, and with the thruster, for those that have done these sessions with us before, you'll see I'm going to a bench, depending on your knee health or your lower body, I guess, injuries and ailments. Oh, you may want to adjust the height. Now let's go back to our swings, but other side. So exactly the same, but now we're driving with the other arm. So again, just use the hips. Load up through the hips. That's it. And then we go straight into our snatch, to our thruster. Good, so straight back, weight on the heels. Keep things smooth and controlled. Like I say, this is a steady paced workout. Now, What we're doing now, go back to your right side, left foot forward, or your original side with the opposite arm, and it's just a bit of a hip hinge. We're getting into Romanian deadlifts. So keep your back straight, loading up through that front foot. This back foot is just here for balance. All right, our next movement, what we've got is dumbbell deadlifts, bodybuilders. So your hands are on the dumbbells, feet back, feet forward, pick them up. That's it. So with these ones, pick a pace that you can maintain. Now, depending on your flexibility, depending on your injuries, you may need to adjust these step outs. That's fine, as long as you're moving. You work at a level that's going to challenge you appropriately. All right, so now we're back to our swings, our Romanian deadlift on the other side. So if you've got the dumbbell in your right hand, it's your left foot that's forward. Keep your back straight. Drive through the butt. Squeeze the butt, the hamstring. Drive that movement forward. Alrighty. We're going to relax down. That's one round done. So with these rounds, it gives you a good taste of what's in store. All right, so I always like to use the first round just to adjust my pace. Get a feel for it. Second and third rounds, ideally you want to try and hold that pace, but if you feel like you've underdone it, dial it up a bit. If you feel like, nah, I'm dead on my feet, wind it back. That's okay. All right, 15 seconds, then we're back into it again. So original side, swings, hold on to it, then we get into our dumbbell flow. Woo! Right. Straight back. Use your hips. So it's just up to head height. So this is all through the glutes, through the butt, driving through that posterior chain. 5 seconds. All right, now we get into our first dumbbell flow again. So snatch to the shoulder, thruster. Now remember, with these thrusters, make sure the knees are pointing to where your toes are facing. Super important. Keep the weight on the heels. That's why I often, for those of us nursing knees, it's a really good exercise to have that box or that bench or that chair behind, getting you in that pattern of loading up through the heels, not letting your heels come up. And now we're swapping sides. So back to our Russian swings. Nice and steady. Like I say, these workouts here, the sweat sessions, they're designed to have you moving pretty much the whole time, but we want to try and have our pace steady across the 3 rounds. All right, back to our flow. So snatch to the shoulder, thruster. Keep everything in alignment. The real power in doing one side versus 2 dumbbells is that there's a lot of stabilization that occurs through the midline, trying to keep you steady, trying to stop you from toppling over to the one side. All right. So now, change hands, opposite hand to leg, all through our Romanian deadlifts. Subtle bend to the front leg, but it's really about loading up through the glutes, through the hamstrings, through the lower back. So if you're feeling it from pretty much here to here, good. Keep that back straight. All right, burpees. Sorry, up bodybuilders. Feet back, feet forward, lock your back out, pick it up. Your pace, keep it nice and steady. Super important when you go to pull it off the ground here, lock it out. Don't pick up with a rounded back, straighten the lower back. Brace through the core, squeeze your tummy muscles. All right, and now back to our Romanian deadlifts. So opposite arm leg, single leg, Romanian deadlifts. This foot here, like I say, is your balance point. Don't have a tight rope. Keep it at hip width apart. Just keep it. Use it as a balance point, but squeeze through that front leg. And 2 rounds done. So again, we're going at a pace that we in essence could maintain. So across all 3 rounds. However, if you've got a little bit in the tank, I want you emptying it this round. So how do we do that? What does that look like? Well, it may mean we go a little bit faster with some of our movements. Maybe our transitions will be a bit quicker. They're the things we're looking at. All right, so 10 seconds, then we're back into it. All right, starting off with our swings. All right, and off we go. Know the drill here. Use your hips. Squeeze through the butt. I cannot emphasize this enough. You snap forward with the hips. That's the thing that creates the momentum, is that thrust forward with the hips. And it all comes through your glutes, your hamstrings. So squeeze as you're driving up. All right, now into our snatch. Then our thruster. Keep it smooth. We are in our final round. So like I say, you can adjust the pace. Snap it up, straight down. If you're doing it easy, like I say, you can really increase that tempo. But keeping in mind, we want to keep it aerobic. So don't bury yourself in this last round. Listen, if you've got room, petrol in the tank, go for it. All right, swings on the other side. Go for it if you've got the petrol in the tank, but otherwise, make sure you're keeping that back locked out. Technique-wise, you are keeping things dialed in. It's good. It's a good pace that you want to hold. All right, snatches, thruster, weight on the heels, straight back, and keep moving. All right, we're on the home straight. So our objective here is to finish strong. We're nearly there on this one. All right, swap hands. Romanian deadlift, opposite hand to dumbbell. Again, lock out the back. Keep things nice and straight. Don't worry about how low you're going, as long as you're maintaining that straight spine. If you feel yourself rounding, come up a little bit higher. All right, bodybuilders, lock it out and pick it up. Step back if needed, but the main thing is, before you pull those dumbbells off the ground, keep that back locked in. Bum out, chest out. So there's a little bit of everything in this workout. Yes, it's got a real butt focus. Posterior chain is the target, but we're also working our quads, the front of the legs. We're working our shoulders. All right, so now we have Romanian deadlifts on the other side. This is our last activity. So opposite arm leg. Now by this stage, you may be firing through the back here. That's okay. Rest as you need. Just keep the technique dialed in. That's all we're after. Good technique. And nicely done, nicely done. All right, so within the next 5 minutes, you should feel like, hey, I've just about fully recovered. But don't take that for granted. Hit up a cool down, get yourself ready, because I want to see you here back again tomorrow. So well done, enjoy the rest of your day. Great work.